I get down. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little different than my other videos. I'm going to take a break from doing some workout content for you and sit down and talk to you about something that I get asked a lot about on Instagram. By the way, if you're not following my Instagram profile, you should. Here's the handle for you. It's MaryB_fitness. Now, the question I get asked about a lot is about what's my diet and what does my exercise routine look like on a weekly basis. So I'm going to touch upon my exercise routine and kind of how I go about my exercises for you first, because I think it's a little less complicated than my diet. So number one thing I think to talk about with regards to my exercise routine is I always strive at minimum to work out 3 times per week. My stretch goal is 4 times per week. I would love to say I'm one of those people that works out every day, but I just don't have the time. I'm a mama of 2, I work a full-time job, and I have a lot of other things going on in my life that, just eats up all my time. So I feel really good about myself if I get 3 workouts in per week, but I feel even better if I get 4. One rule of thumb with scheduling my workouts is that I will never let myself go more than 2 days in a row without working out. So I normally space them out every other day. So I'll do like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday workout. I normally take the weekends off because I do have kids and it's just hard when they're home from daycare to, find an extra 30 minutes to an hour to work out. And frankly, I like to sleep in on the weekends if possible. But also I like to focus that time on spending with them. They've been gone all week, I've been working all week, so I like to just try and really be present with them. However, with that being said, on my off days that I'm not working out, I normally am being very active. I'm normally, running around the house, laundry, vacuuming, dusting, dishes. I'm not just sitting on my keister just eating, nachos, although I would love to do that one day. I'm a fairly active person in general. I do have a desk job. I do sit at my desk all day, Monday through Friday. However, because I know that I'm gonna be sedentary a lot, I'm constantly, every hour, getting up, going and getting, a glass of tea. I'm running upstairs to switch out laundry between the dryer and the washer and between my work calls, or I'm working out, of course. So I try to always consistently stay active. We like to go walk to the mailbox, which is about a mile walk because I live in a new construction neighborhood and all those mailboxes are bunched together now. So that's about a mile walk for me. So the girls like to go on a walk with me if the weather is nice outside. So we're always trying to do something to remain active in general. Now, with regards to the types of workouts I do, I've done everything under the sun. I've been a runner, I cycle, I have done boxing, I have done TRX, HIIT, circuit, weightlifting, and I don't even know what else there is. I've done everything in between is what I'm trying to say. What is working for me right now at this point in my life, like I said, being a mom of 2 little ones, and not like school-age children, they're like tiny and they just need you for everything, so it's just, you don't have a lot of free time to yourself is what I'm trying to say. I am really enjoying circuit workouts. They just really fit into my lifestyle really well right now. What I do is I'll do a circuit workout, but then I'll also add on some cardio. I normally add in a little bit of cycling or boxing. Our bag is broken right now, so Cameron's working on fixing that at some point, so once that gets fixed, I'll start boxing a little more. The reason I really love circuit workouts is because you can get a really good cardio workout and strength training workout all in under 30 minutes with doing a circuit workout. If you're not familiar with what they are, you're normally doing about 9 to 12 exercises, low reps. It's a high-paced movement. Like 10 squats, 10 push-ups, 10 kettlebell swings, 10 triceps. You're boom, 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 boom. You run through all 9 to 12 of the exercises, take like a 45-second to 1 minute break, then you repeat that whole set again another 2 to 3 minutes, and 2 to 3 times, and you've got a 30-minute workout where you just blasted a bunch of calories, but not just calories, you are working on your strength training, and that's really important for me right now. After my second baby, I had gained, I was at like 183, I think, when I gave birth to her, and I'm currently now at 133, so I lost 50 pounds. I weigh less now, and I'm more fit than I was before I got pregnant with my first child. It took me getting pregnant for me to finally get healthy. Stop drinking so much, stop eating crap food, actually give a damn about my body, honestly. Because not only did pregnancy put on some weight, which I had to lose, so that was kind of a wake-up call, but it's also, I have little children that I want to be healthy for. 1, I want to be a really good example for them, but 2, I really want to be able to have the energy to run around after them and just be that cool mom that they're like, she has so much fun with us, and I want to feel good to be able to do that, right? So that's pretty much what it breaks down to with my exercise routine. If you guys have any additional comments about like my exercise routine, what I'm doing, things like that, leave them down in the comments. Of course, I'll be happy to answer them. Now on to my diet, which is a little slightly more complicated. So if you haven't been following me, or if you just hopped on my channel and just subscribed, so you're just brand new here, I'll just kind of give a backstory to my health. So I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's thyroiditis back in January of 2020. I was postpartum about 4 months from my second child, and I was just feeling really crummy. I had a lot of weird symptoms going on, and I went to the doctor. They ran my blood tests and found out my hormones were all out of whack for my thyroid, and it just so happened I had antibodies for Hashimoto's thyroiditis. And again, if you're new here and you don't know who I am, I'm really big about researching. I'm like, I've got to know as much as I can about X, Y, and Z whenever I really get into something. So I was doing tons of research with regards to Hashimoto's, and I found out most studies show that the number one impact to flare-ups within an autoimmune disease is your gut health, and it's what you eat. So the best way to minimize or stave off completely getting on medication and reducing flare-ups with your autoimmune disease was your diet. So I focused on, okay, what studies have been done with foods for Hashimoto's, and it showed that the number one flare-up food for Hashimoto's is gluten, and number 2 is dairy. So I cut out gluten and dairy starting last January 2020. So I've been dairy-free, gluten-free for about a year now. And I felt great immediately. My symptoms went down. I haven't had to be put on medication since. And I actually just ran my blood tests recently, and it showed that I had cut my antibodies in half within that year. So I asked my nutritionist, can I go into remission? And she said yes, just based off diet. I've had patients do it. So that's my goal right now with my diet. And more recently also, I went ahead and had a blood food sensitivity test done. So they took my blood and tested against a bunch of foods, and it also showed that soy is a big trigger for me. Cow's milk is a big trigger for me, so the dairy-free thing, obviously. However, with dairy, it did show that I was fine with like lactose-free type foods, like hard cheeses, like Parmesan cheese, cheddar cheese, ghee. I was fine with that. So basically, the moral of the story is if I stay away from lactose, it's not necessarily dairy, but the lactose is what gets me. So I'm going to be moving forward from now on. I'm going to maintain my gluten-free lifestyle. I've gotten very used to it. I found really good substitutes, so I'm good there. I'm going to remain dairy-free, however, allow myself back in small amounts of like lactose-free types items. So if I have pasta, I might have some pecorino romano cheese on it. If I start seeing symptoms flare up again, I'll cut it out all completely and it won't be a big deal. And then the third thing I'm really gonna stay away from is soy, because that was my number one trigger for sensitivity with the food test. And also along with chemical soy, which is lecithin. That shit's in everything, let me tell you. Soy is in everything. So it's fine. I don't eat a ton of processed food anyways, but it still stinks when I do want to have a cheat, meal or snack or something. I really have to read ingredients now moving forward. That is another takeaway from this food sensitivity test and this diet that I'm doing right now because of it. It is eye-opening how much crap, fillers, chemicals, just bad stuff they put into our food. And it's right there on the ingredient label. I used to read ingredients here and there, but like I've really been focusing on it now recently. It's terrible. So I think moving forward also what I'm going to be doing because of this test that I did, I'm going to be focusing more on the quality of our foods. I'm going to be eating a lot less processed foods, and when I do eat processed foods, I'm going to make sure they're very clean ingredients. But I'm also going to focus more on organic foods and things like that, because it's not so much about how much you're putting in your body. I think a lot of times when we're talking about losing weight and being healthy, we're like, oh, we have to be at a calorie deficit. I have to be at 1,200 calories. But nobody really focuses on the type of calories you're eating. You really need to focus on the quality of your diet. It's quality over quantity is what I always say in my job. So that's what I'm going to be doing moving forward. And as well as one other thing I wanted to mention with regards to my diet is that my nutritionist had me change up my macros when we first started talking in November. And that was also a big help to me. So she works with Hashimoto's patients a lot. So she specializes in that based on my you know, my athletic goals, my fitness goals, my food, things like that, we landed on the fact that I would be doing 25% carbohydrates every day, 40% fat, and then 35% protein. So it's a higher fat diet, which I actually do well. Good fats, avocados, things like that. But I also, with regards to protein, I'm going to try and strive for 130 grams of protein every day, especially if it's a workout day. If it's not a workout day, generally I'll let it slide. If I get down to the 100 range, that's okay. But I really notice if I don't have that 130 grams of proteins on days that I work out, I'm dying. Like, I just am so tired, I can feel it. So that is going to be my main goal moving forward with my protein. All right, guys, that's it. I don't think there's anything else that I could probably mention. I don't know if I've totally missed something and you guys wanted to know about something specific with my diet or my exercise routine, please leave it down in the comments. I will be happy to answer it. If you guys want to, I may do a Q&A on my Instagram profile and have you guys ask me questions, and then I'll answer them here on YouTube in a video. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you are new to my channel, definitely hit that subscribe button. Hang around. I'm going to be doing some more workout videos. I'm going to start adding in some recipe videos, some gluten-free and dairy-free stuff for y'all. And I'll see you guys in my next video.